Hey everybody, Brad Johnson here from the Sheet Music Arts Studio, coming to you live, well, recorded, from the Man Cave. In this week's video, I'm going to do a little drawing in color pencil about Lady and the Tramp and that famous spaghetti eating scene. I'm drawing right on the sheet music and you can see it in time lapse. And as we go, I'm going to be telling you some fun facts and, trivia and stuff about the movie. If you like this video and want to subscribe, you know what to do. And if you'd like your very own personal piece of sheet music artwork, click the link below and head over to my Etsy store where you can do anything you want. I can do any song, any character. Just send me a message, tell me what you want, and we'll get you fixed up. Let's go to the video. Based on the 1945 Cosmopolitan magazine story of Happy Dan, the Cynical Dog by Ward Green, Lady and the Tramp tells the story of a female American Cocker Spaniel named Lady who lives with a refined upper-middle-class family and a male stray mutt called the Tramp. When the two dogs meet, they embark on many romantic adventures and fall in love. Lady and the Tramp was released to theaters on June 22, 1955, to box office success. It initially received mixed to negative views by film critics, but critical reception for the film has been generally positive in modern times, and the film is now seen as one of the best animated films from Disney. Directed by Clyde Geronimi, Wilfred Jackson, and Hamilton Luske, the film features the voices of Barbara Luddy, Larry Roberts, Bill Thompson, Bill Baucom, Verna Felton, and Peggy Lee. The plot for Lady and the Tramp is as follows. On Christmas evening in the year 1909, in a quaint Midwestern town, visually inspired by Disney's hometown, Marceline, Missouri, Jim Deere gives his wife Darling a Cocker Spaniel puppy they name Lady. Lady enjoys a joyful life with the couple and befriends two local neighborhood dogs, a Scottish Terrier named Jock and a Bloodhound named Trusty. Meanwhile, across town, a stray mutt named Tramp lives on his own, dining on scraps from Tony's Italian restaurant and protecting his fellow strays, Peg, a Pekingese, and Bull, a bulldog, from the local dog catcher. One day, Lady's upset after her owners begin treating her rather coldly. Jock and Trusty visit her and determine that their behavior change is due to Darling expecting a baby. While Jock and Trusty try to explain what a baby is, Tramp interrupts the conversation and offers his own thoughts on the matter, making Jock and Trusty take an immediate dislike to the stray and order him out of the yard. As Tramp leaves, he reminds Lady that when a baby moves in, a dog moves out. In 1937, Walt Disney Productions story artist Joe Grant came up with an idea inspired by the antics of his English Springer Spaniel, Lady, and how she got shoved aside by Joe's new baby. He approached Walt with sketches of Lady. Disney enjoyed the sketches and commissioned Grant to start story development on a new animated feature titled Lady. Through the late 1930s and early 1940s, Joe Grant and other artists worked on the story, taking a variety of approaches, but Disney was not pleased with any of them, primarily because he thought Lady was too sweet and there was not enough action. Walt Disney read the short story written by Ward Green titled Happy Dan, the Cynical Dog in the Cosmopolitan magazine published in 1945. He thought that Grant's story would be improved if Lady fell in love with a cynical dog character like the one in Green's story and bought the rights to it. The cynical dog had various names during development, including Homer, Rags, and Bozo, before Tramp was chosen. The film's opening sequence, in which Darling unwraps a hat box on Christmas morning and finds Lady inside, is inspired by an incident when Walt Disney presented his wife Lily with a chow puppy as a gift in a hat box to make up for having previously forgotten a dinner date with her. In 1949, Grant left the studio, yet Disney storymen were continually pulling Grant's original sketches and drawings off the shelf to retool. A solid story began taking shape in 1953 based on Grant's storyboards and Green's short story. Green later wrote a novelization of the film that was released 2 years before the film itself at Walt Disney's insistence so that audiences would be familiar with the story. Grant did not receive film credit for his work, an issue that animator-director Eric Goldberg hoped to rectify in the Lady and the Tramp Platinum Edition's behind-the-scenes vignette that explained Grant's role. As they had done with Deer on Bambi, the animators studied many dogs of different breeds to capture the movement and personality of dogs. Although the spaghetti eating sequence is probably now the best-known scene from the film, Walt Disney was prepared to cut it, thinking that it would not be romantic and the dogs eating spaghetti would look silly. Animator Frank Thomas was against Walt's decision and animated the entire scene himself without any layouts. Walt was definitely impressed by Thomas's work and how he romanticized the scene and then kept it in. The famous song for the film, Bella Notte, means beautiful night in Italian. It was written by Peggy Lee and the music is by Sonny Burke. The song was performed in the film by George Javot, who also provided the voice of Tony. Speaking of Peggy Lee, she not only voiced 4 characters, but co-wrote 6 songs for the film. Way to go, Peggy. Well, folks, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. God bless.